Best known for her role as Dr. Marlena Evans on Days of Our Lives, we had an exclusive interview with NBC star Deidre Hall as the iconic soap opera celebrates its 60th season. She gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the beloved series' incredible milestone. Deidre Hall, my goodness, this is super exciting. So many Days of Our Lives fans right now probably just leaping out of their seats seeing you. Let's talk about your tenure on the show. I mean, decades.
It's so rare in show business to have a show that goes on that long. And I think we probably have shot more segments of our show than any other show on television, including MASH, including news programs.
That's amazing. 6 decades of entertaining. Of course, there are so many people that grew up watching this, people that watch it, you know, still probably with their kids. And then we're talking multi-generational viewing here, which is why you guys are having such a massive celebration. But before we get to the celebration, I would love to talk about your time on the show. What about it do you think has allowed it to be so connected for so many different generations and to evolve the way it has?
I think there's a misnomer that young people want to watch young people. Young people want to watch families and situations and solutions, and there's such great comfort in a multi-generational family, and that's what Ken Corday and his parents have provided for all of us.
Absolutely. I'm really glad you kind of pointed that out too, right? We always look for something that we can relate to or identify with, right? And I think that is something that Days of Our Lives has been able to do. Clearly in some situations, really dramatic, but that's what makes it entertaining. You know, but at the heart of it, like you had mentioned, it's about family, right?
It was created for two families. It was the Horton family that was the medical family, you know, Dr. and Mrs. Horton and their 4 children, and they were all extraordinary. And then the Brady family that was that had the, you know, the seafood restaurant, you know, down by the river. And so they were financially and culturally very different people. And so that was the conception of the show to start with. And you got to meet all of them and love all of them, and then they intermingled, and it just became a representation of wider America.
Okay, tell us about your character. What have you loved playing her for so many decades?
When I auditioned, I sort of made her who I thought a therapist was, because what did I know about a therapist, you know? And I just thought it's somebody who listens and cares and gives feedback and embraces her patients. And I think since most people don't get to see a therapist, that's who she got to be for everybody.
I want to talk to you too about that art of creating, right? So out the gate, you had to create what you thought a therapist was, but I imagine playing that role for over, you know, 4 decades, did it allow you to learn stuff about yourself? And do you find that she's kind of a part of you now every day? I mean, you step into that person, you know, so many times each year for such a long time.
I play her from myself because as a daytime performer, there's no other way to do it. You know, you can't put on a whole different suit every single day. So the things she finds amusing are things I find amusing. Her sense of loyalty comes from my sense of loyalty. So I've created her out of myself, so she's comfortable for me to put on every day. Otherwise, you know, it's a bit of a reach for me.
The part of you people love, they cannot wait to see you. They cannot wait to be a part of this 60-year celebration of Days of Our Lives on NBC. So where can people have this opportunity to be a part of it? Tell us about this.
We've created an event called the Day of Days, and many of your audience will have heard of it by now, but it's where the fans who never get a chance to meet us because we are in a closed studio, a closed set, nobody wanders through, and so a day was created where the people that need to be in front of us get to be in front of us. And fans come from all over the world,
yes,
many from Australia, and they come as a multi-generational group. You know, we have a lot of grandmothers, daughters, grandchildren. I mean, the 3 people show up and they're,
yes,
you know, they're stair steps, they're all generations. And that's what I think our show appeals to, is all generations.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate your time. And again, to all of our viewers, make sure you check out and show up at Dave.